This is the Grey Area Podcast, talking all things rap and hip-hop from the UK to across the pond. The facts are black and white, but our opinions are somewhere in the middle. We're about the music, not the gossip. Positive more than negative. Quality over quantity. Substance is worth more than clickbait.
I'm ready. So today we're going through the Discog of MF Doom, who died recently. Rest in peace. Going to go through three eras of his career, 1990 to 2002. So that's his KMD days and the arrival of him. Era 2 is the run and introduction of his aliases as well. So essentially a combination of like all his great albums. And Era 3 is his final solo album and a string of collabs. So essentially everything after 2006.
Nice.
For my first pick, obviously Operation Doomsday. I think it's an incredible album by MF Doom. But everyone thinks I'm going to pick the obvious. But for me, it's going to be Gastrals. That's my first pick. And that song is dope. The way he rhymes on that song, the way he flows off the beat, the production is amazing. Just everything about that song, it's just. So
Chef's
it's
kiss.
Gastrals for me.
Metal Phase 2.
By the way, I re-up on Bad Dreams, back up screams.
It's amazing because that song out of that album, obviously you got your classics that everybody knows about on that album that stand out. But for me, that song just stands out. And it's amazing because every time I listen to it, I like it even more. But I'm learning a lot more of what he's actually saying because he's saying quite a bit on that album. And the way he's just flowing and his lyricism in that song is it's just incredible. For me, that song shows how talented MF Doom was. And it's just a great song, to be honest with you.
I think it's a very interesting kind of entry to the game is this album because it's like the beats arguably are timeless. I feel like any rapper that's going to want to freestyle, they're going to want to pick a beat from this album. And if they're not aware of this album, then they're probably too new school. You know what I mean? They're probably more in the world of like, oh, my friend can make beats, whatever. But this album, every beat on it is so crazy. Even that beat is crazy.
The production's amazing, isn't it? Like you said, you would just want to freestyle over these beats. They're just impeccable. And they are timeless because you're still playing this now and it just bumps.
It instantly gets you into the vibe. Like the vocal sample is amazing. It's like in the corner. Do you know what I mean? Like it's chopped up just enough to make it like audible. You can hear what they're saying, but then when it's time for him to rap over it, it just sits back that nice bit and sets the kind of the tone so nicely.
It's like a throwback to early 90s hip hop, but it is made in such a way that it's so timeless that even right now it feels fresh.
Yeah.
But I don't think people were really making hip hop like that even at that time. They started moving into more commercial stuff.
Yeah. And it sounds mad polished.
Yeah, it must have been quite refreshing at that time because I know you had like Black Star, there was Company Flow, there were a few others, but it was very much the sort of the bling era going into the sort of age of like your Ja Rules and your 50 Cents and whatnot and that. So, but yeah, at the same time, it's not dated. It still sounds really fresh. Sampling, just not that song alone, but like the whole album is crazy samples.
It's a madness. All right, Kieran, take us somewhere.
So yeah, interestingly, my pick is the following song on the album, Question Mark. And I didn't realize actually the one in Gastrals, the start of the second verse, he talks about his brother. Like he just name drops him a bit, how he's like he drinks for him because he's died and stuff. But this whole song is basically his story with his brother as well. And I always found this one moved me a lot. And it was the one that I always remembered too, just because often he's talking braggadocio or like making references and stuff like that. But I feel like this one's got such a solid concept that I can like totally understand just straight away.
My servants began to forge what was to become the most dreaded costume on the face of the earth. The last thing to fit was the mask. Would it conform to my twisted features and comfort?
He cleans his metal mask with gasoline. They after him last seen pulling a chick like a fiend, pull a fast.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to set like a downbeat tone, but that song moves me. which is quite rare for a Doom track as well.
Yeah, he tells quite a deep story, and I like that the small little back to back he has with Curious on there.
That was sick.
Yeah. It's nice. That beat as well is another timeless beat to me. I feel like those two beats are the two beats that I always play when I'm listening to Special Herbs. Is those two?
Oh, sick.
That was my pick, actually, Kieran. That was going to be my one.
Mad.
Yeah, and I think it's probably similar to you. The reason why for me was the content, and I don't know how, I can't remember how much it was going on at that time, and certainly sort of further on into his career, because he was so known for world building and character building and whatnot. There isn't a lot of explicit personal stories.
Yeah, I was going to say, this one's like, he has other conceptual songs, but like, this is really personal as well.
Exactly, yeah. And the line that felt very poignant to me and kind of like it was a little bit emotional was when he says, where is it? He says, by candlelight, my hand will write these rhymes and I'm burnt out, mostly from experience or shit that I learned about. And obviously, because he just passed now, I was like, oh, that kind of cut a little bit deep. But yeah, man, it's just... the sample, the Isaac Hayes sample as well. I think I've said it already that this album, in terms of sampling, is crazy.
It is
so good.
I feel like anything that MF Doom puts his hand to when he's trying to sample it, it's just always like next level.
And that little switch up in the beat as well at the start of the third verse.
Amazing.
It's crazy, yeah. I love that one.
Right. I guess it's me next.
Cheers.
I'm the only person who's gone for something from KMD, it seems.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I just like this album. Sean bought it for my birthday a couple years back, but obviously I'd listened to it before that. I don't know where it's gone now, but yeah, I really, really listened to this album quite a lot. I think Sean got it for me in 2016, some deluxe version of it or whatever. But for me, it's the title track, which is Black Bastards. I don't know why, but this song to me is just... it bangs. I think it's probably somewhere between like the beat and the bars, like for this coming out in 1990, whatever, yeah, or 2000, whatever you want to call it. Whenever it was recorded, I think this is just high level rap from two guys that didn't quite make it up there.
Yeah. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Let it flow. What's the deal?
I ain't black, I ain't white, I ain't black, I ain't white, I ain't black, I ain't white, I ain't black.
The way I had to check if that was Doom rapping.
It's his different thing. It's Zev Love something.
It's crazy.
But honestly, like I feel like his voice is so young there. You could just kind of hear the raw ability he's got. Like the way he was flowing through that beat. I think his brother produced that beat as well.
That's what I wanted to say. It's the flow. You can see how he just rides off beats, man. It's just so natural to him. It really is. It's just impeccable.
Three different flows in one song. Even at the end, he was still trying to get into a new flow, and he was like, "Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna let this one end."
Yeah.
One of his best skills is like how he finds pockets in beats, and it does get better over time. But
definitely.
Like here, it's like he's hit it perfect. Like
this is what I'm
mad
saying,
flow.
and this is what first album in the game, or technically first offering to the game, is this. I'm like, nah. Why? Do you know what I mean? Like, why did people keep him out? And I feel like it's his own doing. Like he was just like, I don't want to fucking be famous. I want to be known as the best rapper alive right now. You know.
It's kind of sad everything that surrounded that album though, because his brother was killed not long before the release, wasn't he? It was a road accident or something. Yeah. And then the label turned down the album because it was politically charged and the cover was racially explicit and whatnot. And that's what kind of led to Doom, or before he was Doom, go off into his sort of near homelessness stage and then become MF Doom. So although we ended up getting one of the greatest to ever do it, it's still like there's a touch of sadness because you never know what that group could have been.
No.
We may not have ever even got MF Doom. It may have just been KMD.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like that darkness that has come from it has its benefits. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything. It's sad to say, but everything definitely happens for a reason. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, it's just made me change my pick. So my second pick was also going to be a KMD track from that album, and then I thought, oh no, I'm feeling Rhymes Like Diamonds, but I think I'm just going to go for the sort of quintessential intro track to Doom, and that is Doomsday. Just to go from that KMD era into that first sort of song you've ever heard of. It felt right. As soon as you picked KMD, it feels right to go for that next.
Mic check.
Crazy.
Man, that song is just unbelievable, man. It just still holds. Oh, it's just incredible. It really is.
Timeless.
That might be one of the best ever.
Timeless.
Yeah,
beat.
that is just so amazing, man.
What a way to start an album. Do you know what I mean? That
Mm-hmm.
that 3-4 track pocket. He sets a standard of rapping and like production
Oh,
that no one could
100%.
touch.
Yeah,
No one
100%.
could touch.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what are you really gonna do? The first verse, he's telling everybody like, "Hey, just give up rapping, yeah. Like I'm better than everybody." Second verse, he's like, "Hey, this is where I wrote this." Do you know what I mean? I wrote this while I was in prison. Then he ties the whole verse together where he's talking about, oh yeah, like, you know, fucking correctional officers are fucks, this, that, and whatever. And then in the third verse, he just kind of smashes it all together and is like, yeah, man, fucking everything's mad. I'm the best though. Shut the fuck up. Then he tells a little story about some girl with missing teeth. I don't know what that's about, but it's amazing.
Crazy, isn't it? Again, linking back to your choice and the whole KMD era, it's just like, what an intro to the game. Not just to the album, but just as the character and just the man himself is just I can't think of many better, really.
No.
Like, as an intro to the game, I can't think.
I think it's
many
near
No, that
impossible.
intro's- yeah.
And for an era one, obviously, you know, we all have kind of, with every kind of discography we've done, we've gone, oh, what an intro to the game, what an intro to the game. But it's like, those people are doing very specific things. But MF Doom was like, I am doing rap. The rap that you guys are listening to, I'm doing it the fucking best. And I don't care what anybody has to say. If you like rap music and you listen to this album, you don't tell me like, oh, this is a straight 9/10. You're fucking lying. You're 100% lying.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. 100%, man. Because it's like you say, because that Doomsday starts it off, but you were right what you said, Sam, as well, because the tracks afterwards, like you said as well, Sean, I would not have been mad if you picked like Rhymes Like Dimes, because he just sets a standard that is just like, you're just listening to this thinking, oh my goodness, this is just unbelievable. And it's an introduction into the game, and he's setting that standard already. It's just like, move out the way, I'm here, you need to know. Well, it's not like you need to know who I am, but this is the standard that I'm setting. You other rappers try and reach that, but I don't think you are. And
Yeah.
that
Well, he was angry, innit? It was like, you my brother died, you shelved my album, you cancelled my deal. Like, I'm gonna get you back now. I'm gonna
It's
take
funny
over the game.
because that's like the content for a lot of his songs in the future
Yeah.
as well. He
Yeah.
he never stopped doing that.
yeah.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
The crazy thing is that, yes, that's one of his best tracks, but the amount of times he raps on this level, if not better, in the next era, like the consistency, it's like a sneak peek into what he could do with schemes and like free association rap and just like going off on tangents, but bringing it back full circle.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And the one thing I feel like people would want to say about MF Doom is, oh, he's freestyling. And I would like to say, if he's freestyling in the same regard that people say Jay-Z doesn't write his raps, yeah, what he's doing isn't like, I'm just going to say a whole bunch of shit and it's going to work together. He's like constructing it in his head and maybe writing it down. But once it's written down, it's only written down as a store of memory. Like, he is just in the beat every time.
Yeah,
It's not really a freestyle, but more like
stream
what is
of
that? Like stream of
consciousness.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, he's
yeah.
not doing it just because he can't structure himself, because like he does structure, and you
But
see
that's
the
how
structures
thoughts go.
and the references.
That's what I feel like keeps his
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
so engaging. Is his thing is like, he's talking about this, he's talking about that, but then it's like, oh shit, he brought it all together, and it works.
Yeah. Yeah, Kieran, I agree with you. That's what I meant by free association. It's like, it's not, it kind of is random, but it isn't by the end. It all makes sense.
There's actually an author that's really similar. Do you know Salman Rushdie?
Heard about him.
He wrote like Satanic Verses and Midnight's Children. His style is just crazy. Like, he'll go on tangents in paragraphs of like just this one random reference he thought was related to this character. It's crazy stuff like that. But yeah, it's top level stream of consciousness. Sick.
Era 2. This is called The Run, as our lovely organized man Sean has called it. This is The Run. I'm not gonna lie, I could do the easy thing and pick something from food, and that's what everyone would expect me to do, but I'm just gonna put this down there now. Yeah, the whole thing is beautiful. Okay, I can't pick just one, so I've decided to go for my second favorite album of that time, which is Danger Doom. And before I play this, I want to do my honorable mentions. Crosshairs, perfect. Sofa King, perfect. And notice I'm saying the word perfect a lot, right? Perfect Hair is amazing too. But for me, the song that's doing the most is this one. And you'll see why. Because the beat and the story... Theo's got me on the chef's kiss thing, but...
Sam, by any chance, are you a big MF Doom fan?
His name's Doom.
Yes, I am a big MF Doom fan. And that song, for me, is just proof of, like, what I call is, like, rap gymnastics. He's doing backflips on the beat, fucking everything. Like, I don't know. Someone else has to speak.
That song is commercial as well.
That's what makes it
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's mad.
He found his voice in this era.
Definitely.
Like, as in, like, his delivery was just perfect, man.
100%.
So smooth. So smooth.
Nah.
Also, comedy factor is like a 10 out of 10 as well in this era.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah, 100%. This is definitely.
It's like every reference he does. Yeah, literally everything he says is almost like a joke in its own way.
Well, it just shows you that he's not taking anything seriously anymore. He's like, oh, you guys out here rapping about selling drugs, whatever. And his whole like little drug references is like, oh, take 2 of these and don't phone me in the late night. Do you know what I mean? It's like, my drugs are good. Yeah, whatever. Fuck all that. I'm back to rapping. And he's just like, after he's like, yeah, the beat won't fail me. Huh?
Was he rapping in Spanish too?
Oh, yeah. The first verse.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
How does he do that? I don't know. He just says he does that a lot, though. He'll start rapping in Spanish quite a lot.
And I know this is about Doom, but the beat slaps.
Oh, yeah.
That beat.
Yeah, the beat hits, man. Come on, it just gives you a certain type of energy, man.
Obviously made most of these beats, but I feel like MF Doom was kind of there like, oh, do this, do that, make this happen. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just him getting the beats and rapping on them like he does with Madlib sometimes.
Yeah,
it's a process.
100%.
Amazing. That's one of my favorite albums of that period. So I purposely tried to avoid Mad Villainy and Food because, I mean,
it's just perfect.
One, I don't know what to choose from the projects, but also I just felt, let me try and mix it up a little bit. I've gone for Let Me Watch because the first time I heard that song, I just got lost in the story and then howled at the end. Cracked me up. So, yeah, Let Me Watch. That's on Vaudeville Villain. Other than Fancy Clown, it's the most played.
I see you in the background.
Yeah, cannot.
My cousin's friend wanna meet me.
Mate, that Let Me Watch.
Yeah, exactly. You beat me to it. That last bit.
I was reading the lyrics. I was like, oh yeah, the end is pretty dirty. And that shows you early on how comedic he could be when he was in these characters.
Yeah,
the whole story is believable. It's so vivid. Like you can see what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I meant by getting lost in it. The first time I heard it, I was like, but the first time I'm not really into it. I'm like very serious. Like, oh, okay, this is really cool. This is like a really good back and forth. And then there's just the little drops in there, the little comedic drops, and then that ending that Let Me Watch. Oh my God. I cracked up the first time I heard that.
Do you know what the maddest part about this is? It's a perfect example of great beat selection. Although he didn't make that beat, the beat is just set in like a nice foundation. The beat, you hear it for the first couple loops. You're like, all right, do, dun, 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 and you're like, cool. Let me hear this story. And I don't think at that time many people were storytelling in the same regard of a back and forth of a female rapper. Like I don't know who this woman is now. But
she raps sick.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she does.
She deserves her props. This is actually, do you know what? It's one of the best storytelling tracks, and it's one of the best duets in rap history, I think.
Definitely.
I don't think I'm exaggerating.
No, you're 100%.
It's so well done.
Storytelling is very hard to do, and currently, you know, J. Cole did it quite well. Currently, Kendrick does it quite well a lot, and Drake, you know, he paints pictures, but the stories are too. They're too personal. They're not. There's no kind of like I can imagine this on a TV screen type thing. Like you're just telling me about what you've just done. This is kind of like, oh damn, this guy's kind of toxic. This guy fucked up this girl. She's on. Do you know what I mean? The story is top tier.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's top tier.
Amazing.
It's like you said. It's a real talent to be able to story tell, and you actually see the picture in your head, and it's vivid. You know when a rapper can do that, and you actually feel like you're in the story yourself. Like you picture, you could close your eyes and you're there in the story, you're watching it. For a rapper to be able to do that, it takes a lot. And that just listening there, like you said, it was so clear. Like
Shout out
you're
to
there.
that a Parney B person, a Parney B fly or whatever. She matched his energy perfectly. It felt like they were having literally like the dialogue of this thing. I wish someone would make this into like an animated short or even to like a proper like a short film, because I would want to see this play out.
That was like some Biggie level storytelling.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I think of the best storytelling, like, you know, things like I Got a Story to Tell or like Ghostface on Impossible, this is up there with those, man. Vivid is the key word. But yeah,
Nice.
that's my pick.
Kieran.
Feels lost. Phil, did you pick anything else from Vaudeville? Did you pick a Vaudeville one?
I was tempted because, like everybody else, I don't really want to pick from Mad Villainy or Food, and Food is my favorite MF Doom album. But I thought it would be too easy just to pick something from there, so I kind of ventured out. But yeah, go ahead with whatever.
Yeah.
I've got other, because this era is just rich of like just great stuff.
Yeah.
I think Sean did a good job of calling this shit the run.
Definitely.
Definitely the run.
Anyone listening, like, they have to just listen to Food and Mad
Oh,
Villainy.
100%.
Go
Food
take
is my
5
favorite. Yeah.
hours out of your life, yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Go listen to Vaudevillain, Food, Mad Villainy, and then go play Special Herbs in the background.
Oh, you have to.
And then once you're done doing that, go sit down and take in how funny he is on fucking Danger Doom, which is like the last part of this era. That's why I picked it. Like all that build up leads to Danger Doom, which is a masterpiece in its own right.
So, just wanted to say a few of my backup ones I had was Ray Dawn, which has such a mad beat on Vaudeville Villain, and Saliva, which he raps so hard on as well. I love that one. But I chose, because I wanted to shine a light on this album, because he takes a more of a producer role on it, but comes in for vocals on, I think, 3 of the songs. King Ghidorah, Take Me to Your Leader. Antimatter was my pick, which like always stuck with me. The beat is so classic.
Strong.
It's showtime, nigga.
He is so foul. Some of the things that MF Doom says is so foul. Dude, she got a sister. Oh wait, she's got a blister.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Something about squeeze your titty. Oh my god.
Kieran, who is he rapping from the perspective of? Which character? Do you know in that one? Is it King Ghidorah or whatever?
I guess it's King Ghidorah. I don't really know.
He is a savage, man.
No,
Because
I
Vic
think
Vaughn's meant to be the
might
young,
be
immature one.
No, I think it's actually MF Doom, and it's like the Metal Face versus Mr. Fantastic. I guess I'm not 100% sure though.
Okay. And Mr. Fantastic, he's the guy that did Rap Snitches, telling all their business.
Yeah.
Alright, that beat's hard though.
Oh man, don't.
Someone
That
bigger.
beat is amazing. Oh, you're making me think to pick that. Oh, that is.
Listen, we should have just came on here and be like, listen, we're just gonna listen to every MF Doom album. It's gonna take us like 9 hours.
Oh, jeez, you make it.
It's gonna take us like 9 hours.
The funny
We
thing
might have
is,
to do
you're
a-
actually making me want to pick that song because, jeez.
Hey, listen, guys.
Oh.
When we get over 1,000 listens per episode, we're gonna do a live MF Doom discography listen.
Yes.
Can listen to the
Yeah, I
whole
was going to say
thing.
that listening party, yeah. Definitely. So why did you go for that one, Kieran?
I mean, does it need an explanation? I think that beat is so sick.
Trust me.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I've heard that beat somewhere else though. I feel like he's reused parts of that beat.
Yeah.
Somewhere, I don't know. I'm looking on Genius now.
I can't remember. Yeah,
is the worst
yeah,
place
it
to
comes
be.
from somewhere.
Oh, no. Oh, sampled by RZA. Can't Stop Me Now.
That is quite a big RZA song as well.
Is that it?
But I don't know, like, it's just that bass line is really familiar.
I feel like he's used it before. Like MF Doom has used it before. I don't know, but definitely that beat is familiar to me.
I remembered back in the day when I first listened to it, but now it's just like, this is the song
It's all
I remember
blurry,
when I think of that.
Yeah. That and Phases. Phases is on that album as well, isn't
Phases is
Yeah,
sick.
Phases is
Hard.
amazing.
That was one of my
That is a
honorable mentions.
hard track, man. That is such a
I
good
had that
track.
and Saliva. as
I
my
would have
honorable
picked
mentions.
that, but I don't know. This song just gets me because of the beat. I love it.
No, it's a good pick. The beat is something. It's just amazing, really.
And Mr. Fantastic as well. Like he comes hard on
Crazy.
this. Yeah,
Does he have like a full discography himself?
I don't even know. Like
What's he
he's
playing
literally
this for,
named
man?
himself after MF Doom's rival. Like, what is he?
Fuck knows. Right,
I'm gonna
Theo.
have to look into it now.
Theo, onto your pick.
To the listeners, you're just gonna have to check out Food and Mad Villainy. Sorry, their listens. You need to spend some time and listen to that. You know what? I'm just gonna say my pick. It's just gonna be Saliva because literally I'm salivating now myself, thinking about how good this song is.
Damn.
Great balls of fire. Guess who just crawled out the Mother Maya that can make you trust a mother?
That line, I never met a chick that was too thick for me. That made me laugh out loud. like how fat has he gone? Do you know what I mean?
Put some respect on my name.
That is funny.
That's a crazy beat.
That beat is crazy.
Yeah, beat is fire.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Insane.
You know, he also did the theme tune to Mad Men. So he can make a beat like that and do the Mad Men theme tune. It's
Are you
crazy.
joking? What?
No, I'm not joking. Honestly. He's looking it up now.
What kind of reference is that though? Like, how did you know it was him that did this?
Oh, because you know what? I always look at the.
Yeah,
When I listen to an album,
she
I go
loves the
straight to the
research.
production
Yeah,
credits.
no, yeah. That's all you ever do, man. All the time.
That is some deep research there.
Illuminati confirmed.
Sam, you're muted. I'm just gonna say, you're muted.
I was banging out the board. I had to hit every fucking button on the board, but don't worry about that. The mic picked it up. I said Illuminati confirmed, and it's Sean. All right.
Oh man.
Go on, Theo. If you have anything that you could add to what he said.
I mean, do I need to say anything? You just need to listen to that track and just understand that's God level rhyming. I said it before on the group to all my anime fans out there. That's ultra instinct rhyming there, proper. That's all I need to say.
Oh,
Theophilus.
Theo's pumped.
Trust me, Theophilus in his zone. Might even put that whole bit in the auto tune for him. That might be my thing.
Please do. Oh man.
I ain't get no kick from champagne. Brew. There's only one beer. Before we go any further, as you call them, they call you when they need something. Trees for the blunt, to G's for the front.
That's enough of that, man. We got to get back
Too
to
much
the
time.
discography, man.
That song would fully go off at a party, you know. If that dropped at a
Oh,
party.
100%. I'll be going on. I'll just be going off, man. Oh,
I climbed the fucking
Jesus.
walls, man. Honestly.
Can I
Error-free.
just
Oh,
one
cool.
last thing before we move on?
Dear, here we go.
Do we? So just not, we don't have to play it, but do we think All Caps is Doom's best song?
No, for me it's accordion. It's accordion for me.
Oh no, accordion is amazing. I have to say that. Oh Jesus, because it's just everything. It's you know what?
It's
just
close.
It's the way he rhymes, and then when that dun 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 just comes in, and you're just like, oh,
Accordion is so
No,
dirty.
both of
Yeah.
those.
I don't even know how that got like. You know what I mean? That song is filthy. That beat is so mad.
Do you know what edges accordion though? Do you know what edges it is? Because, and I feel like this with the same with One Beer and All Caps, is that the beat is so good that sometimes I get lost in the beat and I'm not
The
listening
beat
to
is
Doom.
trippy as fuck.
oh.
For both one,
Like
but
I
accordion is like it's the perfect mesh. Whereas sometimes one beer and All Caps, I'd get a little bit lost in the production. Not gonna lie.
But yeah,
Yeah.
arguably, I think MF Doom has had some of the best beats.
His selection is crazy.
Well, it's not
like,
selection.
It's the
He's
opposite of
making most
Nas.
of these things most of the time.
I was just about to say that, man. On Food, there's only is there only 2 beats that he didn't make? The One Beer and what's the other track that he didn't make actually? And he made all the others. The production's just off the chain.
It's
It
because
really is.
he is like a great producer, like as himself. I feel like that ear is just there to pick. Like
It's not even
knows
about the ear to
Yeah.
pick. It's the flows he finds because he's hearing different beats than
God.
what he's actually. You know what I mean? What's actually playing out loud? 100%.
Should we get to error free?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Is it me first on this one?
Oh, who cares? Just go. Before I start playing the rest of them Foods and Mad Villainy, man.
So I'll quickly get into my pick and I'll explain after. My one's Bomb Throne off of Czarface meets Metalface.
I was gonna pick that. Song.
Oh man!
Wow.
Oh, this guy.
All right.
This guy.
Kills this one.
This guy, man. Oh.
Break up the 5 villain.
Bombs.
Yeah, for me, this one was. I partly chose it because I wanted to show his longevity and how far on in his career he was. Well, he was rapping at a high level the whole way through. But the main reason for me was it was the ability for him to get on a track with two high level MCs that dropped slick verses and just own it. Just owns
He
it.
rapped a whole song.
Yeah.
He rapped a whole song at the end on the third verse.
I feel like they said, "Oh, we'll do a 16 each," and he just went, "Fuck it."
He
Just went
was
off.
like, keep looping that beat, bitches. I'm going for
Yeah,
I'm going
exactly.
for a nice 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not as good as, but it reminds me of his De La Soul feature, Rap Cocaine Flow. Are you all familiar with that?
Yeah.
It is one of the best features of all time. It is
The thing is
crazy.
with Doom though, he doesn't really feature on people's stuff. He kind of just makes a track and says, "Here."
Yeah.
No one wants him
around
on there.
me. Huh?
No one wants him on their song. That's why.
Nah, that's the thing. That's why he's got all these collab projects because he's like, everybody's like, listen, that like we need to look like we're friends. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, make me some beats, please.
All right, Theo.
Oh, I don't know what to. Oh, do I pick off the same album? Because I think this album's actually fantastic. I don't know,
Stumped.
No, you know what? I like this song, so I'm going off a track from Born Like This.
Ooh.
I'm going to pick Batty Boys.
Oi. Shout out to all the LGBTQAI plus people. I got there in the end. I think I got most of it right. But shout out to you, man. This one ain't for you, but we ain't getting cancelled out here.
You're waiting for a parade, there ain't none. Sharpen up your spirit of adventure. The fabulous Gay Way.
Who caught the Nigerian email line?
That wasn't the line that got me. Is the man with no beard is more weirder than a she-male.
Oh, man.
Fuck. That is, do you know what it is with that song, yeah? Every time I've listened to it, I feel like I shouldn't be hearing this. It is the most vile thing. The Batman thing is so vile. Kieran looks
you know what
so
it is? It's
upset.
almost-
Kieran's like, I don't like what I've heard.
No. I was interested. Like I was reading about it and like why he even made the song.
Why
And
did
he's
he
saying,
make
like,
it?
He wanted to be like an ultimate villain, basically.
It's the most vile
He just-
thing I've ever heard, honestly.
It's the impression I've always got from it.
Yeah.
It's almost like he saw into the future and saw like Me Too and social justice warriors and all that and was like, let me just get all this out before I get cancelled. Let me just do it.
Can you get cancelled for this though? I don't know, because it's very woke what he's saying. Do you know what I mean? It's kind
It's
of
clever.
woke.
It is clever.
It's kind of woke. Like he's just talking
But
about.
if you listen to it face value,
Oh yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't really look into it deep,
Oh,
it's
no.
like,
Yeah.
what
If
am
you
I
listen
listening
to it face value,
Oh,
definitely
no,
people
face-
are saying,
face value,
cancel
this
this.
is-
But
mildly pornographic.
But he did actually. It's interesting because he used John Travolta in Pulp Fiction as like analogy. So it's like you like John Travolta in that film, even though he's killing people and like he's kind of disgusting. And we like Doom rapping on this because it's sick, but he's being disgusting too.
yeah, that's the thing.
And it's
The
like
anti-hero.
yeah, he's being an anti-hero purposely, like for art, not like because this is what he believes, kind of thing. I find that interesting.
Insane. In
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's just crazy. No, it's crazy. All of it. It's just how he's
Why did
even.
you pick it?
yeah. Why did you pick this?
So I know because I know I'm gonna get just because it's just amazing.
Man.
No, it's questionable, but it's amazing how he can come up with just stuff like this and just go, like you said, go anti-villain, and how he just, I don't know, puts it all together in a track, and even the beat is just
The beat is aggressive too. I felt like the beat was attacking me.
Well, yeah, exactly. The beat feels like
Giving
it's
me
attacking you,
anxiety.
and yet he's rhyming on top of that beat, and he's not missing a step. It's just putting that, like, so you put Chaos, Sean, in the chat, like, all into one track, and I don't know, it's just great. Well, it's just I had to pick it because
It's just
it just
crazy,
shows
like-
it just shows what he can do, really. So that's why I picked it.
Right. Mad. Mine's
It
coming
is
from the
art
same.
rap, but-
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Mine's coming from the same album, just because for me, this era, I never actually listened to West Side Doom. I know Sean will probably kill me for that, but I just was never interested in it at the time. But yeah, mine's coming from Born Like This as well, and it is Absolutely.
Things take a turn for the worse.
Send it back where it came from.
We got shots fired down.
Just more storytelling for me. That's why I picked that song. So much good storytelling there, but it's not from a perspective of you should imagine this. It's more of like you could see like 5-10 different scenarios where this has happened. It's very kind of like this is a framework for a story more so than an actual story that I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Was this always planned to be his final album?
No.
No.
Well, come on.
There's not really a finality to it, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. Come on now. I don't think he planned for this to be his last album. It just so happened to be a good last album.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking of like, I mean, we were joking around with the last track, but it did feel like he was just kind of getting a load of stuff out of his system. And then this one's got like a very, it's like a mature. It's like he's been this villain for a long time, and he understands what the game is like, what it takes to be the villain. I don't know. There's this element of maturity beyond the maturity he's already displayed throughout the rest of his career. And then there's another track on the album which is very much like, I don't want to say it in case Kieran picks it, but if it was his last ever song, it would be like the perfect final song. I don't know. I was just curious. I didn't know whether he'd actually like planned for this to be the last one.
Nah.
What song is that? Because I'm not gonna pick from this album.
Oh, That's That.
Yeah. Okay.
That just feels like a very.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, if that was the final track he ever did, it would be. It just to me would be perfect. But
I feel like with this album, he touched on all his best points, and then he left a good kind. Because this is the last thing that MF Doom made as an album,
yeah,
and it just works. Because even after this, he switched to JJ Doom, which was just weird.
So yeah, that's interesting because I have 2 songs on JJ Doom that I like. But just on Born This Way, Gazillion Ear as well, that Dilla beat, and it's like switches.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle. I love that.
That beat is
for me,
it's
that
great.
song and Bullskin.
Yeah,
Bullskin's great. To be honest, I should have picked Bulls. Yeah, well,
Still can't handle the titles.
yeah, I know the titles are mad,
Listen,
aren't they?
if we didn't just listen to Batty Boys, I probably wouldn't have even reacted. But when you say like, I'm just, oh man, because he said some stuff about balls in that song as well. But
He says some.
he was in a weird place.
Vile stuff.
Yeah,
But yeah, sorry.
he was in a weird place, and like, it's no wonder he didn't do like a solo album after that, because like, I don't know, I feel like his writing was getting weird, and like he even got really lazy on a lot of his albums, rapping like sloppy and like not even pronouncing words. I don't know why. I don't know what persona it was, but it wasn't like incredible, even though
The delivery wasn't like it was in the era before.
It was weird. That's why I like Bomb Throne, because I felt like the delivery was like a level for him. Like it was back up there. But yeah, so talking about delivery, I wanted to choose Banished from JJ Doom, but I like
This
it,
man said,
but I think the beat's too I think the beat's too crazy. I don't really like that beat, but I like how MF raps on it. So I listened to the Beck remix more, to be honest. I feel like it's worth listening to because it's
So which one do you want to play? Do you want to play the original or the remix?
Play the remix, because I was thinking as well, like, oh, is this even approved of Doom? But I'm sure he was like, yeah, this is dope.
It's stuff, yeah. All right.
It's hard, but I did want to pick Winter Blues, but I feel like this is harder.
Okay.
So I wanted to
Well, this is Banished, the Beck remix. What a strange song.
It's very strange.
Wild.
What a strange.
Never heard that remix before.
That was so wild.
Yeah,
honestly,
I was trying not to get lost in the beat. The
Yeah,
beat was
yeah.
going everywhere.
exactly.
Dun, dun. I was like, fuck.
The flow's disgusting as well.
No, the
That's
flow's
quickest,
mad.
yeah.
The flow's mad. But that beat is something else, man. Jesus.
Do you know? Look, I picked that because the original, the beat isn't even listenable, but like This one is like crazy in the way the original's crazy, but like
Oh my
you can listen to this one. Like I don't know what JJ was, whoever that is. Like I don't like the collabs other than Winter Blues, but this one,
This
is
oh
hard.
no, why has it done that? Definitely an interesting way to close this out was with that.
It shows progression.
It shows versatility and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's kind of not to obviously try to bring this back to a different rapper, but it's like what Heady One does with that guy. I forgot his name already. Fred again. It's all about being able to flow or have someone take your raps and make something different with it and be fine with that.
Yeah. And it might just be me, but the way he was flowing right at the beginning reminded me of Dre on Forgot About Dre.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That really quick, it was like,
oh yeah.
shit.
About that song, actually, subject matter wise, it's called Banished because he got rejected to go back to the US, and that's why he started living in the UK again.
Oh yeah, remember you did, yeah.
I was trying to save this for the end, but Doom is the best rapper in the world, and he's also from the UK, so you know.
he is.
Yeah, he
when
is.
When we do our top 5 best UK albums, I'm throwing Food in there.
Yeah.
Because he's a UK rapper. It's a national fact. I mean, an international fact.
It is true. Like, do we consider him a UK rapper? It's weird.
He was born in London.
Nah.
He was born here and he lived here.
Yeah, exactly.
In the last 10 years.
Because when he was banished, precisely. He did live here. So
Sean's saying no. Sean's saying no because it doesn't represent his culture.
All I'm saying is MF Doom is the best UK rapper and the best US rapper. Argue with yourself.
What about 21 Savage?
Oi. 21. Naughty.
Doom's New York, man.
No,
Doom is more UK than 21 Savage, though.
21. Oh, well, coming up with
That is true. That is true.
opinions.
But I know we're joking around, but I don't.
I'm
think
fucking
it's-
serious. MF Doom is the best UK rapper. What are you talking about? put him in the same ring as Skepta. Watch who wins. You don't want it with
that'd be mad.
Chip versus Doom.
no, that would.
Could you
The
imagine?
end of Chip.
Could you imagine like Doom versus Gets on Deja? Something like that.
Mate, that would be.
Why
that'd
doesn't
be
that
mad.
exist?
Absolutely
Surely some
mad.
UK rappers must have been around him in the studio. Surely that exists somewhere.
Well, like he was rapping the gram tempo on this beat we just listened to now.
He's been rapping pretty fast for a long time, though. Maybe that's why he didn't catch on, because he doesn't rap slow very often. And when he does, he always announces that sometimes he raps fast, sometimes he raps slow. Like, he's just like... you know what I mean? He's always... I don't know. But that's the end of it. That's it.
Do we think, in terms of his overall discography, that bluntly, has he got one of the greatest discographies of all time?
Yeah.
And if he, okay,
Yep.
I was going to say,
I wasn't going
if
to
he
give such a
doesn't,
short
does that?
answer.
Yeah, but does the third era bring it down a bit?
It doesn't, because that run is too strong.
Yeah, that run is mad.
That run is like the Beatles.
This is the thing, yeah. I was going to... what I've got written here in my little closing notes is, he is most definitely your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Like, he can't run out of flows. His beats are amazing. And he tells stories in such an amazing way that, like, you can't deny this man is top tier. Whether or not, you know, because the thing is, what you got to realize with an artist is, once they get to a certain point in their career, they can either stop or they can make terrible music. And even in this third era, you know, let's say from 2009 forwards, he didn't make bad music. He just made different music. Because Navarian Doom, or whatever it's called, Nuera Doom, that album's not bad. That album's quite good.
The production, right?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It doesn't take away from it.
They even did a song last year together called Meathead, which is good.
I still listen to MF Doom to this day. I've got a beat on my daily playlist called Cocoa Dried Mangoes or something like that, yeah. The beat is coconut mango diced. The beat is insane.
Yeah.
Before we end it, Doom's upcoming projects were Flying Lotus and potentially Mad Villainy 2.
Oh man, that project with Flying Lotus would have been mad, and Mad Villainy 2 just sounds.
Well, they both could still get
God.
made. Like, there's obviously tracks made.
Yeah.
They've said it. I know Flying Lotus has an EP.
I think it's probably done more than anything, you know? I think
Madlib has 6 tracks with Doom, I think, for the
Didn't they
sequel.
say that it was 85% done, man?
Or some, I don't know,
Madlib
yeah.
initially?
I don't really know.
Something like
Just give
that.
me that
So
85%
Madlib could
then.
easily just like fit, and just finish it off.
I'd be a bit scared to listen to that though,
nah.
because the first one's so good.
Nah, I'm not.
He-
I'm not
he'd
concerned.
pull through.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about that. Do you know what it is as well? If a Doom project drops, I'm not gonna be like how I am with Mac Miller and wait. I'm gonna just listen to it because it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he's gone on a whole spiritual
true.
tip and starts talking a whole bunch of shit I don't care for, but I highly doubt that.
Well, rest in peace to MF Doom, man. That was a
All right.
great one. Gone too soon.
This is the Grey Area Podcast, talking all things rap and hip hop from the UK to across the pond. The facts are black and white, but our opinions are somewhere in the middle. We're about the music, not the gossip. Positive more than negative. Quality over quantity. Substance is worth more than clickbait.